Hello viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you my 441 podcast. This is my 441 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to preach so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have some adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have some adult language. Now, if you're over 18, then you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the topic of this podcast. Empire, final season. This is so basically the topic of this podcast. The topic of this podcast is Empire final season, episode 1 review. So basically, I'm just going to talk about the main points about this first episode of the final season of Empire. Oh my God, this shit is crazy. So basically, we start off with a flash forward 9 months soon. 9 months later, we start off in a flash forward 9 months later. So basically, we see Lucius looks like he's in his house talking to someone who has a gun pointing at him, but we don't see who the person is who has the gun, who's pointing the gun at Lucius. But the only thing that but it seems like whoever it is, Lucius is not surprised. It's not surprised, probably knows probably know who the gunman is. So basically, we don't know who's pointing the gun at Lucius. So basically, Lucius gets shot. The person who's holding the missing person that's holding the gun shoots Lucius 2 times, and he fell down to the floor right through his glass table, and just lying there gasping for air. He looks like he's in his gassing his last breath of air, and it looks like he died from his gun wounds. So anyway, that's when the flash forward in it, and then we go back to the present day, 6 months before. So basically, in the present day is 6 months before the flash forward happened. So anyway, we see Cookie. Seems like Cookie has stepped away from Empire completely, and has been doing a talk show as a guest host. So basically, Cookie has stepped away to Empire and trying to and been doing being a guest host on a talk show on a talk show. So basically, Cookie walked away to Empire, and he walked away to Empire, is now doing TV. So basically, it seems like she's been doing a good job as guest host, but her managed to say that her managed to say that you're this close to being a permanent host of this show. I don't know. I forgot the name of the show that Cookie's been guest hosting for. But seems like Cookie's doing alright. But turns out that Andre's been running Empire as has been doing a good job running Empire with the action of his father. Now, a lot of people doesn't know that so far they managed to keep it on the wraps that Lucius is meant to keep the whole Lucius from the FBI on the rack so far for the last 6 months. So basically, Andre's been a good job running Empire, and also keeping the board members everybody at Empire knowing about Lucius being a wanted citizenship to for the feds and shit like that. So anyway, everything seems fine. Andre, Empire is good and whatnot because of Andre and his leadership and whatnot. But turns out, Cookie had made a deal with Tracy, who is Kingsley's mother, and Lucy's firstborn son. So basically, she gave half her shares to Tracy, aka Kingsley's mother. So therefore, she's a co-owner of Empire. So basically, when Cookie left Empire, she gave her shares of Empire to Kingsley's crazy ass mother, and Andre was not happy about that. So anyway, and on top of that, one of the guys that Andre who was in prison with, who helped with the whole situation with with his baby mama's son. So basically, remember Andre was in prison. His current baby mama's son was in the same prison. His current baby mama's son was in the same prison. He had one of his prison buddies to help out with the situation and whatnot. So basically, the dude comes out and I've done time for you for that thing I did to you in prison. So basically, he comes to Andre to collect on the debt that Andre wants that the debt Andre owes him. So basically, Andre's like, all right then, I'll see what I can do with you. So basically, Andre is trying to keep his word and whatnot, but the guy's not making it easy for him. So anyway, seems like on top of that, we see Lucius now somewhere. It looks like he has dread now. Lucius has dread now. Seems like Lucius is somewhere, hanging out with his new girl, who's a boss singer and whatnot. So basically, Lucius is somewhere. Now he has dread to it now. Turns out he has a new girl who is a boss singer, who sings at a bar. She's a singer, but who sings at a bar. I believe a cafe or some shit like that. So anyway, but turns out, unknown to Lucius, that his new girl is actually David Cross is actually David Cross's daughter. So basically, unknown to Lucius, that David Cross, that his new girl is David Cross's daughter. So basically, Lucius doesn't know that his new girl is actually David Cross's new. Is actually David Cross's daughter. He's been dating for the last 6 months. So anyway, on top of that, turns out that Jesse and his husband, are happy in London and whatnot. We don't get to see them, but turns out that they're happy in London. So basically, so basically, Jamal has been living in London with his husband and whatnot. So basically, we don't get to see them, but they're in London, they're happy and whatnot. So basically, Jamal is in London, London with his husband and whatnot. So anyway, on top of that, Becky and Giselle are having problems with their record label, trying to find an artist, to help them, get their record label on track. So basically, Becky and Giselle, who started their own record label, it's been having problems finding an artist to promote and been having problems, having disagreements and problems finding the artist to help them launch their record label and whatnot. So anyway, So anyway, on top of that, the FBI had told the world that Lucy is a wanted fugitive. So it's a wanted fugitive. So the FBI people told the world in a press conference that Lucy's line is a wanted fugitive. So basically, well, not, and that caused problems for Empire. So basically, after Andre, Andre set a meeting to for Lucius to talk to Cookie and whatnot. So basically, to figure this thing out. So basically, we need to figure, we need to get some proof that that shows that Lucius is innocent and whatnot. So basically, Cookie was like, all right then, fine, I will get proof. I will get some proof to help you out, but I'm not doing this for you and whatnot. So basically, it seems like Cookie still has feelings to Lucius, but but Lucius already knows that. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, Cookie fine, I'll help you out. I'll help you out with this whole FBI situation and whatnot. And Lucius told Andre that you have to do what you got to do. So basically, tell him that put Empire first, forget about me for now. So basically, Andre is put Empire first and tell all the board members that he didn't know he didn't know that his father was the one that visited and lied to the board members that he didn't know that his father was the one that visited for the FBI and shit like that. So basically, blah blah blah, and we saw everybody at Empire, all the investors and everybody at Empire that he didn't know about about his father being wanted by the FBI and shit like that. So basically he managed to. So Andre managed to shoot smooth by lying to everybody, lying to everybody at the Empire that he didn't know his father was a fugitive and whatnot. So basically, Andre had to lie to everybody at Empire. I didn't know my father was the one that fugitive by the FBI. I didn't know about his situation. All I know that he was just taking a long vacation and whatnot. So basically, Andre had to lie to the board members, all the investors and shit about lying about not knowing that Lucius was wanted by the FBI and shit like that. So anyway, after he smoothed things over with the investors at Empire, during the event, Hakeem, during a lie, Hakeem announced that he wants to play his father in the upcoming Lucius Lyon movie. So basically, Hakeem wants to play his father in the Empire. Lucius movie. So basically, Hakeem wants to play his father in the biopic of Lucius's life and shit like that. So basically, Andre told him no, but at the line thing, he announced to everybody that I'm going to play my father in the Lucius Lyon movie. So basically, with no other choice since the first after the feds told about Lucius being a wanted felon, the actor who was supposed to play Lucius in the movie dropped out after hearing the news about Lucius being a wanted wanted fugitive and shit like that. So basically, with no other choice, Andre gave Hakeem the part and whatnot. So anyway, after the debate was over, the dude that helped Andre out in prison and whatnot tried to shake Andre down and whatnot and started to attack him, but with no other choice, Andre had to defend himself and therefore ended up choking the guy to death, even though it was self-defense. So basically, the guy who was trying to shake down Andre that helped her in prison and whatnot, tried to shake that Andre in the parking lot, but in self-defense, Andre, accidentally choked him to death, and tried to, and disposed of his body and whatnot. So basically, the guy who was shaking that Andre, wanted Andre to, make good with his deal and whatnot. And RJ is like, I'm trying to figure out something for you. So basically, RJ kept on stalling. So basically, the dude is like, fine. Then I will call. Then I'll stand your ass right here. So basically, the guy put a knife on Andre, and so while Andre was defending himself, he actually choked the guy to death. Even though it was self-defense, and Andre disposed of the dude's body and whatnot. Meanwhile, back at the house, back at Lucius's house, where Andre is staying at right now at Lucius's house. His baby mama had some problems. Had some problems with the baby. So basically, she started to have a hemorrhage. So basically, she passed out. So basically, Andre's baby mama passed out for looks like she had a contraction that caused her to bleed and whatnot. And therefore, she passed out on the ground, she passed out on the ground, bleeding on the floor and shit after she had a retraction and whatnot. So anyway, so basically after that, so basically, Lucius came clean with his new girl about, telling us that his new girl, who was Carson's daughter, Lucius told his new girl that I've been lying about who I am, and his girlfriend figured out that I know that you, Lucius, lying. I don't care about that. So basically, Lucius was lying to his new girlfriend about who he really is, but she know the truth about Lucius all this time. All this time, since the day they met, she know the truth about Lucius all this time. So basically, his girlfriend, wants to help Lucius out with his whole FBI thing and whatnot, and try to clear his name and whatnot. So basically, but still, Lucius doesn't know that, she is David Cross's daughter still. So basically, Lucius came clean to his new girl, and his girl knew that, that she always knew who he really was and whatnot, and she didn't care. So basically, she wants to help out Lucius and whatnot, but Lucius still doesn't know that she is David Cross's daughter still. So anyway, so basically, during her TV show, Cookie had lashed back at her co-host about the talk about Lucius and whatnot, and told her just like everybody's saying that, told her that Cookie still has feelings towards Lucius and whatnot. So basically, like everybody was saying, everybody kept on telling to Cookie that, you still have feelings towards Cookie. I mean, to kept on saying, to Cookie that you still love Lucius and you still have feelings for Lucius. But Cookie kept on denying the feelings. But after her co-hosts, she started to talk bad about Lucius, that's where she went off on her co-hosts, and and defending Lucius, all the bad things about Lucius and shit like that. After she was done with her show, she went to David Cross's, partner, and like, he said, like, you owe me, bitch, and like, and told David Cross that, I need your help to help, to help clear Lucius. So basically, this is how the episode ended with the flash forward, where we see Lucius go. So basically, the episode ended with the flash forward once again, showing Lucius shot on the floor. So basically, we cut back to the flash forward. We see Lucius got shot. He's on the floor, gasping gassing his last breath, and him on the floor dead. So the episode ended with the flash forward of Lucius again on the ground after being shot, gasping for air, and just lying on the floor dead, being shot by a mystery person. So basically, this is how the episode ended with a flash forward of Lucius getting shot, lying on the floor dead. And so basically, this is how the episode ended. So basically, there's a lot of shit going on here. So basically, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So anyway, like always, what do you guys think about this first episode of the final season of Empire? Was it good? Was it okay? Or was it just now? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Michael from Screwview. Sign off. 1.